Good afternoon, everyone, and happy Monday to you. I hope you all had a great weekend. My weekend was pretty darn good in here in New York. The weather was just perfect, much better than Memorial Day weekend, that's for sure. So just to let you know, as part of being part of this group, what I try to do is bring you information so you can make an informed decision about planning your destination wedding, or what resort you would like to plan your destination wedding at. So today we have a special guest. His name is Omar Solis, and he's from the Sandos Resort. And most of the resorts are located in Mexico, and he's going to tell you about getting married at a Sandos Resort and the benefits of getting married there, what the resort have to offer. And you can send questions in if you feel like you have questions you want to ask, but he's going to go through a presentation. And if you have any questions, and if this live ends before then you can just send me the questions and I'll be happy to pass them on to him. So I'm going to bring Solis on the screen right now so he can introduce himself. Hi, Omar. How are you?
I'm great. How are you? It's a pleasure to be here with you today, Sandra.
I am doing great. I mean, you're in Florida. I'm in New York. The weather is great. I don't know if we can complain about anything at this moment. So it's just nice to have you on. And, I want to introduce you. If you could introduce yourself to the audience. They're all destination wedding people within my Facebook group that are looking to have a destination wedding. So I thought I would share your resorts with them, the Sandos brand. You can tell them a little bit about the resort, what it has to offer, because this could be a resort for them to choose if they're looking to have a destination wedding.
Absolutely. So let me tell you guys a little bit about myself. I've been in the industry for over 20 years. I too, like Sandra, was also a travel agent for over 12 years. I've been a business development manager for Sandos Resorts for the past almost 6 years. And it's my pleasure today to tell you a little bit more about the resort chain that I represent, and looking forward to helping you guys plan a great destination wedding, hopefully at one of our properties.
Okay. And I guess for us to, where is Sandos Resorts mostly located if we're looking to find these resorts?
So Sandos Resorts has 4 hotels in Mexico. We have one in Cabo San Lucas. We have one in Cancun, right in the heart of the hotel zone, and then 2 sister properties in the Palayakar or Playa del Carmen, Riviera Maya area.
Okay. All right. So let me know when you want me to move the slide. If you want to, continue with your presentation, please.
All right. I'll say next whenever I want you to change the slide. So
okay.
Next.
Next. There we go.
All right. So as I mentioned, Sandos Resorts is located in Mexico. Here you have a visual of our map of where our hotels are located. Again, one in Cabo San Lucas, right in the heart of the hotel zone. One in Cancun proper, in the heart of the hotel zone there. And then 2 in the Riviera Maya or Playa del Carmen area. Next. Okay. All right, now each Sandos is unique. So we're not a cookie cutter property. There's some hotel chains out there where if you've seen one, you kind of seen them all. They're just kind of copy and paste hotels just in different areas. With us, we're the anti-cookie cutter. So each one of our properties is very, very unique. The only thing that kind of sets us apart or that unifies the brand is that our commitment to beautiful locations are all going to be on gorgeous beaches, quality customer service, and great facilities, amenities, and cuisine. Next. We also have unique wedding locations. So you guys who are listening in, this is why you're here. And we'll go a little bit more in detail as to the different locations that you can get married at our 4 properties. Next. Okay, so first we have Sandoz Finistera. This is actually my favorite of our 4 hotels. It's located right in the heart of the hotel zone, or downtown Cabo, I should say. Okay, so this is walking distance to everything that you pretty much would want to see and do in Cabo is literally at our doorstep. So a marina where you would do your sunset catamaran cruises, your whale watching tours, your deep sea fishing, even dolphin attraction. All of that is literally a 2-minute walk from our lobby. So this property, also the arches that Cabo is famous for, those are also walking distance from our hotel.
Would this hotel have a swimmable beach?
So that's a very good question. So in Cabo San Lucas, the majority of hotels do not have swimmable beaches. They're gorgeous beaches. The only thing is that unfortunately there's really strong riptides that it can be very dangerous. Now at this property, that is also the case. However, there is a swimmable beach within a 5-minute walk from our hotel. So although our beach is gorgeous, it is much like the majority of beaches in Cabo, not safe to swim in. However, you can go walking to a beach that is swimmable. So great question.
They always ask me that question about Cabo because, they want to be near in a beach, in a resort that the beach is at least swimmable or close to a beach that's swimmable.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Great question. So this is one of the different wedding locations that you can get married at. So this is a beach setup at our property. Next. This is the Plaza Finisterra. This is, you're always going to have at least 3 different locations at our resorts where you can do destination weddings. Plaza Finisterra is overlooking both the town of Cabo San Lucas. So as you can see there, you see that's all downtown Cabo. Also, yeah, it is. It's gorgeous. And like you see it, like I said, it's built into a mountainside. So it has that elevated location. So you have these gorgeous views, 360-degree panoramic views. So in addition to the town of Cabo, which is gorgeous day and night, at night it lights up. It's really pretty to see in the distance. You also have the Sea of Cortez and the port of Cabo. So when the cruise ships come in, you can actually see them in the distance pulling in. It's a really, really beautiful sight from there. Next.
Looks like a beautiful hotel.
It is. And then my favorite, so I'm a man's man, but when I saw this mountaintop terrace and I saw the views in the distance, it turned me into a little bit of a girl. And I was like, oh my God, I want to get married here. Like, it's that pretty. And it's literally 360 degrees of gorgeous views of both the Pacific Ocean in one direction and then the previous view that you saw on the last slide of downtown Cabo. You see all of that. You're right there on the mountainside. Like, it is just absolutely stunning views. Beautiful. And also the really cool thing that I love about this terrace. So whether you get married and do the reception here or you just do the reception, it gives you a lot of privacy. So anybody who's not attending the wedding or not attending the reception is not going to be all up in the mix, which sometimes can be the case with some other locations, in particular beach locations.
That's very important because people are always looking for private location. It's very hard to find private at a resort, but this one,
this one takes care of that problem. So for that reason, this is where I would like to get married someday.
Let me know.
Let me see what happens with the young lady that I'm dating. I'll let you know though.
I will help you plan.
Thank you. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, so this is one of my other favorite properties. This is Sandos Cancun. This is a 4-diamond AAA award winner for the past 7, if not 8 years running, actually. It is also offering 24-hour room service in every single one of our room categories. So it is an all concierge product. This is the only one of our resorts, like I mentioned, we're not a cookie cutter chain. It's the only one of our resorts that is a high rise. So what's cool about it being a high rise is 2 things. One, it affords you unbelievable views of the ocean in one direction and the lagoon in the other direction. The only rooms that don't have that dual water view are the ones that have the best beachfront views. So you really can't go wrong from a view perspective. Also, because it is in a high rise, you don't have to do a lot of walking. It's kind of compact the way that it's built. So everything is very accessible to you. So if you want to do, and the other cool thing is that it's 15 minutes from Cancun International Airport. So let's say if you were wanting to do, if you're wanting to do, say, maybe a short, with destination weddings, sometimes people some of the guests may not have a lot of time to come down. Well, this is a great option for them because in 15 minutes, boom, you're at the hotel, you're having fun, you can attend the wedding. And then if you need to leave, you can go right out. The other cool thing about this property is that it's the only one of our properties that has a convention center or a conference center. So that's cool for 2 reasons. One, you can have a private reception. And again, you don't have to have people all in the mix. The other cool thing is that, go to the next slide and let's see if we have a view of the, okay, so this is a beach setup, but on top of the conference center, there's a gorgeous ocean view terrace. And what's cool is, God forbid, but we don't know, things happen. If it were to rain, we can actually reaccommodate the wedding and the reception downstairs in convention center so that the day wouldn't be ruined. And that really only applies if you're going during, maybe a rainy season. But again, even when it's not rainy season, you never know, it could
Yeah.
rain. So that's just
That's
something
always
cool.
that's always a good question, because couples always ask, what's a backup plan? They want to know, where is a backup plan? And at least you have a good backup plan here. Yes.
Exactly. So here we have a gorgeous beach setup. Now we have that rooftop terrace that I was mentioning, as you can see, beautiful, private. You don't have to have people all in the mix. Gorgeous views of the ocean. So this kind of gives you the best of both: a beach wedding in the sense that you have views of the ocean, and yet you still have that privacy. So another really, really awesome location at this property. And then next, we have our Penthouse Terrace, which again, it affords you both beautiful views. This would be better for like a smaller wedding. Beautiful views, privacy, luxury. It's just a wonderful setup. For us as employees, we've done a couple of our sales meetings at this particular Penthouse Terrace. And actually, one time we did, I think our Christmas party was held at this Penthouse Terrace also. So I can personally attest to, it's phenomenal for your smaller events and definitely destination weddings.
I do have a quick question. I'm not sure if you can answer this, or are there additional fees to get these penthouse on these locations separate from a beach location?
No, it's all pretty much the same. And the beauty of it is, if you guys have any questions, you can by all means reach out to Sandra. If you want to do a little bit of research on your own, you can also go to sandosweddings.com, and there you can see all of the nitty gritty, all of the details as far as add-ons, costs, etc. On our website there. Okay. But make sure to contact Sandra.
I like these because you have two like private location, one with intimate 50 guests and one with if you have 300 guests. So that's pretty nice, because people always want intimacy, or privacy when you're getting married. Definitely.
That's a thing. Like, I love beach weddings. They're beautiful. But the one thing that I've seen, not so much at my properties, but I have seen them at other hotels, is that you sometimes have these onlookers who will just like stroll by during the ceremony. And I'm like, not only is that bad picture wise and video wise, but it just feels very intrusive to me. So to your point, I do love when you have an option of kind of having the best of both worlds, having those beautiful views, but also having that intimacy and that privacy.
And the other question I asked, of your 4 resorts you have in Mexico, are they all kids friendly?
So 3 of them are kids friendly. One allows children, which would be the last one we were talking about, Sandos Cancun, but we don't cater to them at that property. So it's not a full adults only. It's adults oriented. Now, the reason, and it's a good thing that you asked that question, the reason why it's adults oriented and not a full on adults only is because approximately 85% of our group business, the majority of which is wedding business, had at least one child. Okay. So rather than turn away the bulk of our group business, we decided we'll allow them, but it's an adults oriented property. So usually what happens is, if you do see children at this resort, it's going to be very young children who mom and dad didn't feel comfortable leaving at home. So like an infant, or older teenagers and mom and dad, same thing, didn't feel like leaving at home, is usually the 2 reasons why you're going to see children. Otherwise, when they're kind of in the middle there, mom and daddy will usually find aunt, uncle, grandparents, or a friend or a neighbor or a godparent to leave them with. It's mostly adults for the most part. But it does give you that option so it's a good thing that you asked, because it does give you that option when you have a destination wedding, and maybe 1 or 2 couples may have a child that they can't find, babysitting services for. Well, you can still have the wedding at Sandos Cancun.
Okay, that's good to know.
Absolutely. All right, now here we have Sandos Caracol. This is perhaps our most unique resort. Again, we're the anti-cookie cutter. So this is our eco resort. Now, as you can see here, it's literally in the heart of the jungle. This slide, you can see our water park, which is for adults, teenagers, and children. It also includes over 30 different ecological activities at no additional cost. There are archaeological ruins on site that you can visit at no additional cost. And there's actually over 4 different cenote springs that you can also go swimming in. So a lot of what you would want to see and do in the Riviera Maya, we have on property at no additional cost. So it's a great option for your nature lovers, for your people who want to do something different. And as you'll see in one of the next slides, we also can do a wedding on top of a cenote, which is something that I personally have never seen at any other property. Now, for those of you who may not know what a cenote is, that's CENOTE. A cenote is a natural spring which is held sacred by the Mayan people that populate this area. They considered it a pathway to the afterlife. And it's basically these gorgeous, beautiful, crystal clear springs. We happen to have, like I said, over 4 of those. So a lot of people will want to do a tour off property to visit some of these springs. With us, it's cool because you actually don't have to do that. You can actually just visit one of them on site. Let's go to the next slide.
Okay.
And here we have the cenote that I was talking about.
Wow,
so in this picture, the water looks very dark, but I can tell you it's actually crystal clear, and actually you can go swimming in there. So it's a very unique place that you can have a wedding. And if you wanted to do something a little bit different, you actually don't have to have a traditional wedding. You can actually have one of the Mayan shamans officiate the wedding and do something very unique and different on top of a very special place. All right, let's go next.
That's why I wanted to bring you on, because I don't think anyone has this type of wedding setup like you do at your resort. And I thought that would be a unique experience for people looking to get married. We just want something a little bit different. So that's why I thought you'd be a good person to bring on for this group so they can see this for themselves.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, something else unique that we have at this property is our beach gazebo. As you can see, it's not your standard run-of-the-mill gazebo. It's very different. It can accommodate a lot more people than it might appear on the slide, but it's a really unique, gorgeous setup. And also, even though you're on the beach, and as we mentioned, sometimes with beach weddings, you have that privacy issue. Because of the way that it's set up, it does afford you a lot more privacy than your standard beach wedding. All right, let's go next. And here, yet another option that also offers you privacy and yet still gives you those beautiful views. Another ocean view terrace that we have at this resort, which affords you another great location, beautiful views, and that privacy and that intimacy as well.
Beautiful.
All right. And then last but not least, we have Sandoz Palayakar. This is on one of the top 10 beaches of the world. It's the southernmost resort on the Playa del Carmen beach, a beautiful white stretch of beautiful beach. We also have a water park here. This one is only for the little ones. However, what's cool is that Sandos Palayakar and Sandos Cancun have exchange privileges. So although for your beach lovers, this would be the more ideal location because the beach here is wider, sandier, and just gorgeous. It's one of the top 10 in the world. The other one, which is about 15 minutes away, offers you a lot more in terms of nature, the archaeological ruins, the cenotes, and then the full water park for not just the little ones, but also adults and teenagers as well. So exchange privileges between one and the other. Stay at one, play at the other. Likewise, if you're a Caracol and you wanted to have a beach day at a arguably better beach, you can go over to Sandos Palayakar. Okay. Next. All right, this is a beach setup. Like I said, it's a gorgeous beach. And what's cool here is that when we do the beach setups here, it's at the extreme end of the beach. So you're not going to have hardly any people who are going to be interrupting. So even though it is a beach wedding, and even though I did mention that sometimes that does bring about some privacy issues, a lot of that is eliminated by the location of where we do it on the beach at this particular resort. Okay, next. This is a garden setup. What's also cool about this garden setup is, again, privacy. You know, we try to make these weddings as perfect as possible. We don't want a lot of people all up in the mix. And this garden setup, the way that it's situated, it eliminates a lot of that, because unless you're literally going to crash the wedding, you're probably not going to make it all the way into the garden setup.
Yeah. I always see this picture with the love, and I always fall in love with it. I just love the signs there.
I know, right? That's something they've been doing, for the last few years, and I really like that myself as well. I agree. All right, and then last but not least, we have our lobby terrace, which is another unique location where we can do this. It does afford you a degree of privacy as well. It's elevated, so it does give you some relief, even though it's outdoors right now during COVID. Of course, that's a great thing. People want to do, outdoor weddings and not be cooped up. So you can do both the wedding and the reception on this beautiful terrace. And because it's elevated and outdoors, you also don't have to worry about too much heat. Of course, there is going to be some. It is Mexico, especially if you're doing a summer wedding. But it's another beautiful location and option for you. All right, next. All right, virtual tours. If you guys want to kind of virtually tour some of these setups that I've been talking about, you can go on that website, sandosweddings.com, and you can virtually tour the different wedding venues.
Okay. Do you offer site inspections for couples who want to just take a look before they actually make that decision?
We can do that. If they were coming down and they're touring different properties, we can certainly do some site inspections for them. Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. The wedding packages, we have 3 wedding packages per resort. Same inclusions at all resorts. 30 people are automatically included. Of course, if you have more people, then of course there's additional costs. We can do symbolic ceremonies. If you've already gotten married, say maybe at the Justice of the Peace, you're just doing a symbolic ceremony, we can do that as well. It includes private dinner receptions and also additional benefits for the wedding couple. Next. All right, this is the Seaside Bliss, and I won't go into too many details because, again, if you're interested in the specifics of this, I highly recommend that you contact Sandra, and you can also go to sandosweddings.com to see all of the nitty-gritty as far as what all the inclusions are. But Seaside Bliss is one of the different wedding packages. Next. Okay. We have Sweet Romance. And next. And then we have Dreamcatcher.
That's a good name for that one. It's right. Like you're catching all the dreams. Look at that setup.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
And then next. All right. Some of the different benefits for couples. Personalized service for wedding planners. Streaming service for the wedding. Steaming service for the wedding outfit. Makeup and hairstyle session. Commemorative certificates in the form of a Sandos wedding tree. A couples massage at the Sandos Spa. And an upgrade to the next available room. Of course, that's subject to availability. Next. And then some of the honeymoon packages for your honeymoon couples.
Okay.
Next. And then additional benefits that are available at Sandos Cancun. Of course, like I mentioned, this one has the conference center. So there we can guarantee that there's only 1 wedding per day. Guaranteed room upgrade to a suite. A menu tasting, getting ready amenities, and 1 additional reception hour with DJ for a total of 4 hours.
Wow, that sounds good.
Next. You can also get up to $2,000 off any wedding package. Again, details are on the website, sandoswedding.com.
Okay.
Next. And then we can do a boutique ceremony for those of you that have, maybe you're doing something more small and intimate, includes up to 10 people. This is a great option for those of you that want, not the giant lavish wedding with a bunch of people, but something a little bit more quaint and more intimate. Okay. And then we can do a la carte weddings. So it doesn't have to be something that's pre-packaged like the 3 wedding packages that we just saw. We can do everything a la carte and do it exactly how you want with whatever colors, whatever style, whatever theme, whatever things that you want. Pretty much anything within reason, short of, say, tigers and elephants, we'll be able to handle for you.
As long as it's not illegal.
As long as it's not illegal, exactly. Within reason, we can accommodate just about anything.
Okay.
All right. We can also handle South Asian weddings. So that includes everything from the people who are officiating it, the food, all of the intimate details that go into South Asian weddings. We can also accommodate for that as well. And then we can also do a green wedding at Sandos Cancun. Like I mentioned, this is our eco property, and we're very eco-conscious as a company overall. And this particular resort offers the most of that eco-consciousness. And of course, the green wedding for those brides and grooms who are very into,
nature,
being green and nature, exactly, and thinking about, the world around us.
Which is good. It should.
All right. So your happily ever after starts at Sandos. Also, we are proud members of IGLTA. If you happen to have any same-sex couples, that's the International Gay, Lesbian, and Transgender Association. And we can officiate legal same-sex weddings at all 4 of our properties in Mexico.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
You are very, very welcome. It's been my pleasure. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to Sandra and she can contact me with any specifics or anything else that you guys might need. And it has been my pleasure to be here today with you guys.
Thank you so much. And if I have any questions, definitely I will forward them on to you if they have any specific questions. So that's really good. So thank you so much. Is there anything else special about this, your resort that's included that you want to tell us about, apart from the cenotes?
You know what? There's something that we do, which I'm surprised more resorts haven't copied. But if you wanted to, it could be for a wedding, it could be for a birthday, and it could be for a proposal before the wedding at Sandos Cancun. I mean, we could do it at other properties also, but because of the way that Sandos Cancun is situated, being a high rise, if you wanted to say, Sandra, will you marry me? We'll actually write it in the sand, like big. And when you were to wake up in the morning, you would see, Sandra, will
Oh,
you
wow.
marry me? Or happy birthday, or
Yes, I will.
congratulations, Sandra and Omar, or,
Yeah.
whatever you guys wanted. So that is something unique and special that we do. Let me think what else. I mean, we could
Activities.
always,
You said include a lot of activities, especially in your eco.
we do. At the eco property, we have a lot of different activities that are included, all types of things, including like survival, which literally, what do they call it? The survivor tour or something like that. And it'll teach you like unique skills, like how to collect rainwater in the jungle if you were to get stranded, on a plane crash or something like that, how to feed yourself, how to purify water, all kinds of different things. And also for the nature lovers, I don't know how much I talked about it, but there's like 3 different species of monkeys. We have deer on property, coatis, raccoons, dogs, cats, iguanas, turtles, parrots, like all types of wildlife that's indigenous to the area we have on property. Except for the deer, which are in an enclosure, and that's only because we're trying to get them they're endangered. So we're actually trying to get the flock to a certain size so that they can be re-released. But everything is in nature, like they're just out there. We do have a donkey and some sheep that were farm rescues. They had been abused. But otherwise, everything is all out in nature. And you may be in the pool and you'll see a monkey walk by, eating a banana, like literally. And it sounds funny, but like I have pictures and video. And they're not dangerous. You don't have to worry. Nobody's ever been attacked or whatever, knock on wood, right?
Okay.
But yeah, that's something very unique. At Cabo, I think I already mentioned location. It's just got one of the best locations in all of Cabo. And you can literally go walking to just about everything you'd want to see and do in the heart of Cabo San Lucas is walking distance from our property. And let me think, what else? Palayakar, of course, one of the top 10 beaches in the world. Caracol has its uniqueness. I mean, all of our properties have something different and unique to offer.
I do love them.
And if you guys, wanted to personalize something, like I said, we can do cool little things like the riding on the sand, on the beach, things of that nature.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Omar. I keep messing up your name, Omar. Thank you so much. We met at the Destination Wedding Honeymoon Conference in DR a month ago.
We did.
So, I thought you'd be a good person to come into my group and just talk to my couples, who are looking to get married, as, Sandos Resort as being an option that they could choose if they're looking to get married in Mexico. I know you have properties, other properties, but these are the main properties I would say would be great for a destination wedding. So thank you so much. And if I have any questions, I know where to reach out to. But if anyone here have questions, they can always reach out to me. I can, point them in the right direction. If they're looking for specific information on getting married at a Sandos Resort. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sandra, for having me. Thank you, everybody who's been watching, and see you on the beach.
Okay, thank you. Hi, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that from Omar Solis, who's from the Sandos Resort in Mexico. So there's 4 locations, as he mentioned, in Mexico that you can get married. They're all kids friendly. They're very unique and different. So I was trying to bring suppliers or resort that have a little bit different things to offer, so you can get an idea of different resort that you can think of if you're looking to get married. So what I loved about this resort was the cenotes and the fact that you can actually get married, almost like with the water behind you, which is a little bit different than on a beach. So, if you have any questions, please, as I say, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you. And that's it. Until next week, I'll come live again with some more information on planning destination wedding. Bye.